Hmm, Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone. Here I will presentation about Bahasa Inggris Matematika. And before I'm presentation, let me introduce myself first. And my name is Durrotul Wafa. My ID student number is 22101182200022, and I am from group 5. And here I will explain about vocabulary, video, and chapter 3, example 2, 4, 6, and 7. Yes, and the first I will explain about vocabulary. Yes, the first is angle, which means sudut. Angle is the space between two lines or surface measured in degrees and ends with the same endpoint. Example, the value of angle A is 120 degree, and this is angle. The next is protractor, which means busur derajat. A protractor is a tool that can be used to measure and form angles. And this is example from protractor, which means busur derajat. And the next is length, which means panjang. Length is a measure of an object that states the distance between its ends. A length can be divided into height, which is the vertical distance, and width, which is the distance from one side to the other, measured at an angle perpendicular to the length of the object. Example, the length of this room is 5 meters, and the definition of length is also how long something is, or the amount of vertical space or time it takes. Example, the length is 2 hours for a film. The next is width, which means lebar. Width is a line that is shorter than the length. Example, the width of this book is 20 centimeters. The next is distance, which means jarak. Distance is a numerical measure that indicates how far an object is from another object. The distance can never be negative. Example, the distance between city A and city B is 30 kilometers. The next is percent, which means percent, a symbol that is used to express fraction of 100. Example, 40%. The next is percentage, which means percentage. Percentage is a relative value indicating 100 parts of any quantity. A 1% symbol is 100 part, and thus 100% represent the 30, and 200% specifies twice the given quantity. The next is height, which means tinggi. Height is a measurement of how tall a person or thing is. Height also can be said as the distance from the top to the bottom of something. Example, Jenny's height is 163 meters. The next is base, which means alas. Generally, base is the bottom part of an object on which it rests. Base is also the lowest part of something. In geometry, base is the side on which a polygon rests on, but the top is also called base when it is parallel to the bottom. The next is, and the last is side, which means sisi. Side is one of line segments that make a flat two-dimensional shape, or one of the face that make a solid three-dimensional object. Example, a cube has six sides. Yes, and the second, I will explain about example on video. And the question, James went to a cheap fruit shop and there was a 30% discount on all his fruit. Today, James bought 6 guavas, 30% off for $12.60. The next day, James bought 2 guavas at the original price or without a discount. What is the original price James bought it for the 2 guavas? In the solution, 30% of 1 guavas is only today, and 6 guavas equal $12.60 sold price. The full price of 2 pies of guava, and suppose X equal cost of 6 guavas at full price, and full price of 6 guavas minus the number of discount for the price of 6 guavas equals the price of 6 guavas with a discount, and will be X minus 0.30x equal $12 and 60 cents, and will be 0.70x equal $12.60, and we can find x is $18. Yes, the next x is $18 is the full price of 6 guavas. To find out the price of 1 guava, then $18 divided by 6 equals $3. Back to the question, what is the full price that James need on the 2 guavas, and 2 guava times $3 equal $6. So the price of 2 guavas is $6. And the next I will explain about chapter 3, example 2, 4, 6, and 7. Yes, the first is example 2 in the question. An advertisement for toothpaste claims that 4 out of 5 dentists recommend a certain brand. A consumer group 1 to check the accuracy of this claim and surveyed 180 dentists. How many dentists would they expect to not recommend this brand if the advertisement is claimed is accurate? In the solution, 1. Using schema, the ratio of doctors who recommend to doctors who do not recommend is 4 divided by 1. Example, R equals doctor who recommends, and D equals doctor who does not recommend. And the ratio RD, R as much as 4 and D as much as 1, and total number of doctors is 180. Number of doctors per group ratio is 180 divided by 5 equal 36 people. So, doctors will recommend as many as 4 times 36 equal 144 doctors, and doctors will do not recommend are as many as 1 times 36 equal 36 doctors. And next, the 2 is we can using an algebraic approach. Example, x equal numbers of groups, and number of those who recommend is 4x. Number of those who do not recommend is x, and will be 4x addition x equal 180, and will be 5x equal 180, and we can find x is 36. There will be 4 times 36 equal 144 dentists will recommend the brand, and 1 times 36 equal 36 will done. Yes, the next is example 4. The question, this son is Chris, is older cousin. The ratio of their age is 9 divided by 5. In 5 years, Chris's age will be far more than half of Jason's age. How old are the boys now? And the solution, we can using tables in first. Then this is a table. We can see Yes. Yes, and we can see this is the courage. And the next, we can using algebra. Let x equal multiple. Jason is age, Chris present age equal 5x, and Jason is current age equal 9x. Chris is age addition 5 equal half times Jason is age addition 5 addition 4. And substitution gives 5x addition 5 equal half times 9x addition 5 addition 4, and will be 5x addition 5 equal 4.5x addition 2.5 addition 4. 5x addition 5 equal 4.5x addition 6.5, and will be 0.5x equal 1.5, and we can find x is 3. And Chris is age is 5 times 3 equal 15, and Jason is age is 9 times 3 equal 18. And we can check in 5 years their age are 20 and 32, and specifically 20 equal half times 32 addition 4 equal 16 addition 4 equal 20. Yes, the next is example 6, and the question: Carol is candy stand sell a popular mixture of two of her candies, which sell for $2 and 70 cents divided by pound, and $1 and 95 cents divided by pound. The ratio of the expensive candy to the cheaper candy in the mixture is 3 divided by 5. If Carol sold her entire supply of the mixed candy during the coming month, she would have revenue of $928.20, which would be the same as if she sold each candy separately. And how many pounds of candy does she have in supply, and at what price does she sell it for? And the solution, the model is number of pounds of expensive candy times $2 and 70 cents divided by pound, addition number of pounds of cheaper candy times $1 uh, and 95 cents divided by pound equal $928.20. Number of pounds of expensive candy is 3x, and number of pounds of cheaper candy is 5x. Total number of pounds sold 3x addition 5x equal 8x. And the model gives us the question: 3x times 2.70 addition 5x times 1.95 equal 928.20, and 8.1x addition 9.75x equal 985.20, and will be 17.885x equal 985.20, and the left and right side we can divide by 17.85, and will be x is 52, and the substitution x 52 to total number of pounds sold, and 8x and 8 times 52, and will be 416 pound. 460 pound of the mixture in supply and sauce, $928 and 20 pounds of the mixture is in supply and sell. $928.20 divided by 416 pounds of the mixture is in supply and sells. $2.23 divided by pounds, and we can check this is the correct. And the last is example 7, and the question: among the ingredients in a recipe for a sweet dessert are 2½ cups of regular sugar and 1 divided by 4 cup of brown sugar. The direction indicate that this will serve 8 people. There will be 12 people to serve. How much of each type of sugar will be needed? And the solution: A. The amount of regular sugar for 8 people is proportional to the amount of regular sugar for 12 people. Let X equal amount of regular for 12 people. And 2½ divided by 8 equal X divided by 12, and will be 8x equal 30. And the left and right side we can divide by 8, and will be x equal 30 divided by 8, and we can divide by 2, and x equal 15 divided by 4, and x equals 3, and 3 divided by 4. And B. The amount of brown sugar for 8 people is proportional to the amount of brown sugar for 12 people. Let Y equal amount of brown sugar for 12 people. And 1 divided by 4 divided by X equal Y divided by 12. And will be 8Y equal 100. 1 divided by 4 times 12. And will be 8y equal 3, and left and right side we can divide by 8, and we can find y is 3 divided by 8. So for 12 people need 3 and 3 divided by 4 cups of regular sugar and 3 divided by 8 cups of brown sugar. And we can check and all the comparison are the same. 3 divided by 2, and this is the correct. Yes, thank you for the attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.